Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods there may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloodied, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with the punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Right from the title, this poem speaks of strength. The title, Invictus, in Latin, means unconquerable. Relating to relatively current events, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, introduced the Invictus Games in 2014, in which injured, wounded, or sick service personnel and veterans were invited to take part in Olympic-like games at an international event. Also, a film from 2009 entitled Invictus is a true story about Nelson Mandela's use of rugby to reunite the nation for the 1995 Rugby World Cup in order to bring the nation together again. This poem has a slow rhythm to it, as the soldier may feel standing up on the battlefield after a brutal fight. Or how these rugby players stand ever proud during their national anthem being played before starting a championship game. This poem has the basic rhyming scheme of ABAB, but that just adds to the intensity and power of the poem. This poem starts with a bit of a simile. Night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole. For a soldier, any hardship or trying time that he has experienced, and how encompassing it can be from beginning to end, can relate to black as the pit from pole to pole. Then a religious acknowledgement. I thank whatever gods there may be for my unconquerable soul. Plainly put, this soldier is grateful for his solid mental strength amidst adversity. Thinking of the soldiers who may have been injured in war, some may have come from extremely dark places post their injury. The athlete who once had the extreme love of running, who has now since both lost legs. But now the Invictus Games give him a goal and a purpose, making him grateful for not giving up in those dark times. The second stanza starts with some imagery. In the fell clutch of circumstance. In the times of war, very difficult situations occur regularly and not typically by the soldier's choice. Yet he does not complain. I have not winced nor cried aloud. The symbolism for complaining, so he continues with his mission. This stanza ends with more symbolism and imagery. My head is bloodied but unbowed. Gives the thought of a beaten man who stands up time after time, or the soldier who dresses day after day for battle, not knowing the outcome. There is more symbolism in the third stanza. Beyond this place of wrath and tears, to the soldier, it speaks beyond the battlefield, beyond the death and destruction, beyond all the negative. There looms but the horror of shade. Beyond all the bad lies the unknown, the horror of the shade. And then some parallelism. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. Now you see the soldier standing at the end of the fight, and although there is unknown, he still stands tall, proud, and unafraid. The final stanza is the most powerful. Here the imagery continues. It matters not how strait the gate, or how charged with punishments the scroll. To a soldier, it doesn't matter how hard the road or how bad it may feel, he always carries on. And some repetition and alliteration to end the poem. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. This is a very powerful poem in which William Ernest Henley writes of one's ability to overcome hardship regardless of their situation. Keep the mental toughness, keeps you strong.